I know it's your boy, Blaze TV, and I got some stuff, on my mind that I want to get off, and I figured I'd jump on. I'm not even gonna be on here long. I'm just on here venting. This is a rant live. You understand me? I'm ranting. I'm about to go on a rant, right? But as y'all see from the title of the video, Max Crosby, the Raiders have decided to, well, excuse me, the Raiders have decided to bench Max Crosby for the final two games of the season. He just found out yesterday, I guess, Max Crosby, he had got into an altercation. Well, not an altercation. He had a disagreement or a shouting match, rather, right? An argument with some of the Raiders management. Now, Pete Carroll, I guess, told Max Crosby to his face that basically, yeah, you're not going to play these next two games. Max Crosby wants to know why, of course. So they tell him the reason. Oh, okay, well, we're tanking. We're trying to, what I'm saying, rest our best players, blase, 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 right? So Max Crosby wasn't really feeling this. So he's like, you know what? Well, let me go home then. I'm not playing. They waited 48 hours to tell this man that he's not playing in the game, right? Now, I just see the interview. It was, I think, on X, I think it was, when they was asking Max Crosby, he was in the locker room. They were asking him, so how do you feel about the number one pick? And Max Crosby said flat out, he was like, I don't care about that. I'm just worried about the Giants. I want to line up against the Giants and try to win these next two games, right? This is what he said in the interview. He said he's not worried about, he's not thinking about no first round pick. He's not thinking about nothing but the game, right? So I don't know if the management caught wind of this or what, but he went from playing in the game on Sunday to now he's on the bench. So Max Crosby's thinking to himself, because he's already pissed. A lot of the Raider players, like our best players, are pissed off. Brock Bowers, he's mad. Jinty, he's mad. Max Crosby's mad, and the only reason why he's mad is because y'all want to do this tanking thing, and that's taken away from the season, basically. So basically, the Raiders basically saying, fuck it, they're just giving up and just relying on having the number one pick. That's fine. You want to tank, that's fine. Go ahead and tank. But just know, if you tank, understand what's going to come with that, though. Because, yeah, you tanking, yeah, okay, we just lose on purpose. Yeah, that's fine. I've been a Raiders fan a long time. We ain't never lost no games on purpose, bro. When we would lose games, we would just lose games because we suck and we was pathetic. But to lose games on purpose, that's another thing. That's fine. Go ahead and tank. But if we don't get the pick that we want, I don't want nobody bitching them on and complaining because I don't want Mendoza. I don't like Mendoza. I don't think he's a good quarterback. Not no number one. If we're gonna get a quarterback, we need to go get a guy that's gonna change the narrative of this team and make us contenders again. Okay, we're not doing that. Raiders already suck at drafting. We don't know how to draft really good. That for real. So if you want to have the number one pick, that's fucking fine. Go ahead and do that. But I'm just letting you know it's not a good idea to do that because tanking doesn't always fucking work. It don't. You see what happened with the Miami Dolphins? They tried to do that shit with Tua, and now Tua is about to get traded to the Baltimore Ravens for Lamar Jackson. That's what's about to happen. Okay. So tanking doesn't always work for you. Matter of fact, it could backfire. It could work, but then again, if you got a management like the Raiders that don't know what they're doing and don't care about the team, and you're putting your best player on the bench that wants to play because you're trying to tank. I'm not feeling that. A lot of the other Raider fans not feeling that, and the players damn sure not feeling it. That's why they're getting into that's why the Raiders are going through what they're going through. Enough got to be enough, bro. Somebody's gonna have to say, you know what? Enough got to be enough. We're not the best team, but let's at least try to get better. They ain't even trying. Y'all living off the fact that y'all gonna get this number one pick. That's fine. Mark Davis. But just understand, Tom Brady, you're not doing your job either. You're worried about sitting up in the booth collecting $80 million instead of getting on your ass and trying to make the Raiders a good fucking team again. But you can care less because it's about the money. Everybody want their fucking money, but don't nobody want to do their goddamn job. And that's the fucking problem. And that's why the NFL is the way it is. And that's why some of these teams don't fucking win because they're not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. Now, Pete Carroll, me personally, his ass need to go too because he's behind it. He can't coach really that good for real. I mean, shit. They're handicapping him because they're putting him in a situation to where the team's not that good. A lot of our players are on other teams. He's basically coming in. It's a sinking, wrecking ship. He's trying to fix the ship that's been fucked up by this management. And a lot of these fans, we got to go through it and suffer through it, Raider Nation. A lot. I'm talking about the real fans, not the fake ones. The real fans that really bleed and blood, sweat, and cheer for this team. You understand me? That loves this team. I'm talking about the real Raider fans all around the world, not just Vegas, not just LA or Oakland, all around the world, though. You understand me? They deserve it. Our fan base deserves it. We've been sucking for too long to be going through the same shit because we was in this situation last season when we had the chance to get Shador. We had the chance to get the second pick of the draft and AP. What happened? He won those last two games. That's why the Raiders are trying to put Max Crosby on the bench because they don't want that to happen again. We messed up the because they felt like they blamed a lot of the Raiders fans and the management blamed AP because they felt like it was his fault. AP wants to compete. His job's on the line. He's trying to fucking win. You got one person in his ear talking about he has to win. Then the next week when the season gets down, when we're down to 3-4 games, they will, oh no, just go ahead and lose. Why? Y'all want him to win the game. He's already under pressure. He already trying to show you what he could do, but you're not letting him coach the team. Same thing with Pete Carroll. The only thing with Pete Carroll is he's already been a proven winner. Pete Carroll got got a college championship and a Super Bowl under his resume. Not all the coaches can say that, so they're going to be more patient with Pete Carroll. Why? Because Pete Carroll knows how to build a team up. You check his resume, his pedigree. Everywhere he's went, he's able to turn it around. Even when he's with the Cleveland Browns for a minute, he turned them around. Then he goes to the Seahawks. What happens? Takes them to the Super Bowl, right? Takes them to back-to-back Super Bowls, as a matter of fact. They won one, they lost the other one. Should have they won both? Yeah, probably so, but they didn't. But they got one, right? And that's because of Pete Carroll. He has something to do with that, right? But my thing is, man, you see, tanking, my thing, I'm not a fan of it. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm the owner and the management, we gonna just lose. We losing because we lose. We just suck. I'm not about to lose on purpose. You understand me? I'm still gonna compete. We in it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still got to compete at your job. But the reason why I feel like they so focused on tanking is because of the Max Crosby shit, and then how we're playing in these games. It's like some of these games, bro. We're not even fucking trying. The last game that we played in was probably our game, the toughest game that we played because we actually was competing in that game. All the other games, we would just lay down and say F it and just, oh well. No, we was actually trying to win that last game though. That last game that we played in, we was trying to win that shit. Straight up. We was trying to win, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, we'll see what happens. If we tank, let's see what happens. We got the Giants Sunday. Then we got the Chiefs after that. Chiefs got both their quarterbacks out with the same injury. So let's see how it plays out. But all I know is right now, I'm not happy with this. I'm not. I don't want to see my team just lose on purpose. And then on top of it, you're putting your best player on the damn bench, a guy that we need out there. That's why I'm starting to think Max Crosby might be traded. A lot of people want that shit. They want Max Crosby out of there. The Anna just I could just tell, bro. A lot of people don't want him on the Raiders, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a good chance now. If I'm Max Crosby, I'm checking my Rolex. Oh, bet. Oh, y'all waited until all this time. Y'all could have called me on Monday, Tuesday, and told me I wasn't playing. It's the day after Christmas. I'm trying to get suited and booted, ready to go. And y'all talking about putting me on the bench, bro. When I'm the best player that you have on the team. If it wasn't for me, our defense probably would have gave up 50 points a game by now. Max Crosby's the only one that's putting effort up out there. You understand what I'm talking about? He's really trying, and the Raiders see that. That's why they're like, "No, we're gonna just sit you on the bench." And Max Crosby, that's what I'm saying. He might be out of there. You just see what they did to Josh Jacobs last year, 2 years ago now. They didn't want to pay Josh Jacobs his money, so he walked. They didn't want to pay. Excuse me. They traded Bennett, who was our best corner. They traded him to Philly. Jacorian Bennett. They traded him to Philly for a busted ass D tackle that barely plays. Right. Let me see who else got rid of Derek Carr. Then that's fine. Okay, you get rid of Derek Carr. You don't even bring in no fucking other quarterback, and we're still suffering because of it. Bringing in these fuck ass quarterbacks from other teams, dog. Geno Smith is fucking horrible. I can count on one hand how many quarterbacks are better than him. He's a bum. He's probably right now, honestly, he's probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the league right now. Geno Smith. You're leading the league in interceptions. You tell me, and you're leading the NFL in red zone turnovers as well. This is my favorite team, homie. The team I've been talking about since I jumped on live. Pay attention. But that's probably what's gonna happen. Max Crosby's pissed. He's at the house. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Now, me personally, Max Crosby, just because he loves the organization, he going to try to work it out. But, bro, you get tired of losing at some point, especially when you're in your prime years. You're trying to fucking win. You getting up there every year that passes. That's another year you missing out on the championship, bro. Max Crosby's already in his late 20s. He's running out of time, bro. He's running out of time. You understand what I'm saying? This man's trying to get a championship while he still can, while he's still an elite player, while he's still a top defensive end in this league, bro. He's still trying to do it. You understand what I'm saying? He's trying to go out there and show and prove week in and week out, day in and day out, game in and game out. Yeah, I'm on the Raiders. We suck, but I'm the best player. These motherfuckers would be more sorry if it wasn't for me. And that's the truth. When you open up the dictionary, dog, and you see when you look at the word Raiders in the dictionary, you're gonna see a picture of Max Crosby in a motherfucker in full uniform. You understand me? Because he's that fucking good. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Y'all just haters and don't even watch football for real. Ain't nobody that's watching this live is gonna tell me otherwise, bro. Max Crosby should have been one of the defensive player of the year. They want to give it to Myles Garrett and J.J. Watt and all that shit because they're on decent teams. If you put Max Crosby on the Cowboys or let's say the Patriots or the Packers or the Bears or the Lions or one of those other teams, he probably would have won a defensive player of the year by now. I guarantee you that. Max Crosby would have won one by now. But surely would have won one, bro, by now. But he's playing on the Raiders, so we suck. So he's not gonna get no consideration for it, which is actually that's actually bad. It would actually help the league if he did, because they'd be like, well, damn, even if, you know what I'm saying, Max Crosby showing every game. I remember last year, this man had a messed up knee. He was still out there playing. Why? Because the man loves the game, bro. He got the Raiders tatted on his damn arm. He loves the team. I remember when we got Max Crosby in the fourth round, dog. I still remember that. And I said, yeah, this guy's gonna change the game. I didn't think he was gonna be as good as he was. I thought he would be, like a I thought he would be like, like a good player for us, but I didn't think he would be a great, great player, especially when he went in the round that he went in. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why we don't win games. This is why. This is why we finished in last in the AFC West. This is why we are laughing stock. This is why when we have home games, the other fans take over our damn stadium. This is why. Because we a minstrel cycle. Raiders been a minstrel cycle for a long time. And the only way that we gonna change it is if we start doing the right things like the draft. Every team that's winning right now, they got their quarterback in the draft, except for maybe the Rams. All the other teams got their quarterback in the draft. The Chargers, where did Justin Herbert go? Oregon, where did they get him? In the draft. Drake May from the Patriots, where did they get him? In the draft, right? All these quarterbacks that's playing good. Caleb Williams, where did he go? USC. How did the Bears get him? Through the draft. You have to go through the draft to get players, bro. Free agency is not the way to get players. Even the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got Trevor fucking Lawrence. How did they get him? Through the draft. All these teams, except for the Lions and the Rams, they all got quarterbacks that they drafted. Even Josh Allen, he got drafted. Buffalo drafted him. All these that's how you do it. That's how you get better. You have to sit down and brainstorm and put your head together and say, you know what? Why do we suck so bad? Why can't we turn it around? Why have we been in the slump for the last 15 years? Ain't been to the playoffs in about 4 years. Why is this? Oh, okay. Let's look at all these other teams. What are they doing that we're not doing? Oh, they're going through the draft to get quarterbacks. You have to have a quarterback to win in the National Football League, bro. Everybody knows that. It's simple mathematics. Except us, we don't want to do the right things, but you're going to be forced to now with this tank shit because I'm going to be laughing my ass off if the Raiders tank and we get the first pick and don't do shit with it. Let's just say we get the first pick and trade that shit away on draft day. I'm going to be laughing because we did all of this shit for fucking nothing. Setting all our best players out for fucking nothing. We did all this for nothing. Bring in Geno Smith, all these bums from other teams that should have been fucking retired. Geno Smith should be working at a goddamn 7-Eleven right now. He should be a motherfucking grocery clerk at Walmart right now. That's what it's coming to. That's what his career is. He's a brown paper bag boy. That's what he is. Period. The man is horrible. And the fact that he's going out there and sucking on purpose makes me more mad. It's his money though. We bringing in guys. How about we keep guys on this team that actually want to be on this team? We're bringing in guys that are has-beens that are washed up bums coming to play for us, bro. That's what it is. And we're gonna continue to suck and we're gonna continue to be horrible until somebody says enough is enough. And right now, Max Crosby's tired of it, bro. And I won't be shocked if that man do retire or at least leave us. He may play one more year. This next year might be his last year and he might be up out of there. I guarantee you. I don't think he's gonna come back. The only way he does is if he said if he sees what we do through the draft. But like I said, it's 2 games left. Our season pretty much done. We ain't got nothing else to play for real. Our season's done. It's over with. You better off just letting Max Crosby play these last 2 games. But they feel like the Raiders want to go in tank mode. So that's what it is, man. But yeah, y'all, I decided just to jump on this live. I wasn't gonna be long. I just wanted to jump on this live and rant and express how I feel about the situation. And I'm not happy about the situation at all. It's bullshit. Something needs to be done about it. I don't like it. I don't like the direction of this team and trying to take us in the past. Yeah, we would lose games, bro. But we was just losing games because of lack of talent. But you got guys out there that don't want to play. Max Crosby's already cussing out the defense because the other players don't want to play. They're missing tackles, going through the fucking motions, showing up late, not giving a fuck. Enough got to be enough, bro. Somebody need to grab this dude by the neck and tell him, bro, you're fucking up this team, Mark. You're fucking get up. Everything that your father stood for is about to die. You understand me? Period. Your father's been gone since 2012. Okay? He's been gone. The late Al Davis is gone, bro. And it's up to you, being his son. It's your job to lead this team and right their direction. And you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not. But that's it, man. I'm out, man. Let me know what y'all feel about this shit. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Doe Rebellious. Ain't no one like me. You understand me? They don't make them like me. I'm one of a kind. Remember that. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I got more coming. I'm out. One love.